Hello, welcome back to Bath Time with Brielle.
I'm your host Brielle, and this is my bathtub.
I was talking with my friend Emily last weekend, and she was telling me, she was saying how it's super common for her to have multiple rounds when having sex with someone with a penis. And I was like, what are you talking about? I thought that was super rare. And she's like, what are you talking about? You're not having multiple round sex? And in true Brielle fashion, I immediately blamed myself and wondered what I was doing wrong and why this wasn't happening for me. So I conducted a poll on Instagram. And most people were like, yeah, all day, baby, fucking 4 or 5 rounds. Not really, but people were like, yeah, multiple rounds are definitely a thing. The funniest thing was like past partners being like, yeah, that's super common. I'm like, where was that energy when we were fucking? When I'm done with my penis cleanse, I will let you know how my new life of marathon sex goes. First question, do you have tips on dirty talking?
Oh yeah, boy, you like Thanksgiving cause we about to make some mac and cheese up in here. Oh yeah, boy. You like that taco truck out in Bushwick? The one that gives you the flour tortillas instead of the corn tortillas? Yeah, well, you about to eat this flour organic taco right here, baby. Oh, you want to see a magic trick? Because I'm about to make the whole dick disappear.
Anything along those lines, and you'll be having great sex before you know it. Okay, in all honesty, it's all about what you say and how you say it. I suggest trying it out while you're masturbating, like while you're touching yourself, going through the actions of exactly what you're doing and explaining it in detail, just getting comfortable with vocalizing what you're doing. I think it's pretty fun to top from the bottom, so I like to ask questions as if the other person can't do what I'm asking them to do. So yeah, just start out with what you're doing to your partner, asking questions, and making sure you're just saying it in a nice, smooth, sexy tone. Next question, what do I do with the balls during a blowjob? Important question, we don't want to forget the balls. So here, your hands are going to be doing some different things. You're probably going to have your mouth on the penis as well as at least one hand. So you take the other hand and you gently caress the balls, making sure not to tickle, but just gently massaging them in your hand. If you're down for it and your partner's down for it, it's also fun to put them in your mouth and juggle them around with your tongue. Another one I like to do is if you kind of like lift them up towards the shaft and use your index finger. Can you see what I'm doing here? Using your index finger to play with the taint, and the taint is the spot between the balls and the anus. So you're massaging the balls, you're feeling the taint here, you're stroking and sucking, and I think that's like a really good recipe for a great blowjob. Maybe we'll have to talk on blowjobs more in the next episode, because they're my favorite. Next question. How do you keep up the stamina when riding on top? Honestly, I feel like a lot of the strength really does come from the thighs, so making sure you have squats in your workout routine is a great way to prepare for staying on top for longer. I think there are a lot of different ways you can be on top. If you need a break, having your partner hold on to your hips or your hands, and you could always switch it up by lying down on your partner's chest and then going this way instead of straight up and down. So switching it up between going here and being up here, holding on to the hands, and just making it happen. You could do it. Also work on engaging that core. Ooh, and the last question of the episode is, what are your sex playlist essentials? I, in college, hadn't had sex yet, and had a very romantic idea of what I thought sex was. And so I made this playlist. It had Death Cab's I Will Follow You Into the Dark. I think it had multiple Bon Iver songs. It was just very slow and sad. And so as someone who has had sex since college, my favorite panty dropper is Jeremiah. Early in the mornings when I wanna fuck you. Yeah. I love anything that Shlomo does. XXYYXX. If I'm getting freaky, I'll put on some plies. I love playing Miguel, the Pussy Is Mine, or Girl with the Tattoo. Because that's me, I'm the girl with the tattoo. So yeah, anything that makes you feel really sexy. I tend to stick with R&B or rap type stuff. I know it's kind of taboo to fuck a DJ, but also fuck a DJ. And that's it for this episode of Bath Time with Brielle. I just want you to know you're doing great. You're doing the best you can. Keep it up, kiddo.